all day for this guy to stream, only for him to stream in the middle of the fucking night. Anyway, just
hey, what's up, y'all? I'm KBHD here, and
watch
today
the flip.
Samsung had their expected
Samsung
summer
Galaxy.
Unpacked event in July, and they announced 2 new phones,
new device,
3 new wearable devices. Well, it's more than that if you count like the small and the large sizes, but a lot of stuff. I got to go hands-on with all of it, and so here are my first impressions. So I'm going to start with the 2 new phones. This was the reveal of the newest foldables. So you got Z Flip 6 and the Z Fold 6. And in general, these phones are very much still minor iterations on top of the last year. Shocker. I was actually thinking about that. Like, this kind of feels like a dismissive way of saying it. Like, oh, Samsung's settled. They're not really changing anything, which is kind of true. But also, on the other hand, these are still phones that are at the forefront of 2 of some of the most advanced parts of the tech world, which is foldables and AI. So there's that. So yeah, the Fold 6, the big one, looks just like the Fold 5.
I think
the sides a bit more.
I think it's worth buying if you can open 2 whole browsers and it can run 2 slot machines in parallel. I think if you can run one on both screens, it's worth. Otherwise,
Change
it's
up the
not
look
worth
of the camera
buying.
housing just a little bit and give it slightly thinner bezels on the inside and the outside, and that makes the cover screen just a tiny bit more usable. And now both of these screens get up to 2600 nits now. Give it the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, give it some new colors, and that's about it. You got yourself a new generation. I mean, there's a couple other even smaller things like, you know, a slightly better hinge. There is a new ultra-wide camera, and the square size
Oh, that's dirty.
more interior volumes, which allows for a 60% larger vapor chamber for better cooling. But aside from that, like, same battery size, same general form factor, same underscreen camera on the inside, just a lot of the same stuff. I think more of the focus for this phone, and for the others, of course, is this new AI, this Galaxy AI thing that they're pushing to the forefront. And so kind of similarly to what Apple just did a couple months ago, is they're trying to surface all of the AI things that they've been doing and some new stuff to the top so you can see it all in one place so regular people actually use it. And they also kind of brand it Galaxy AI. Sure.
Gotcha.
So now in the settings app, right at the top, there's this new Galaxy AI section full of all of the newest features. Some of them genuinely useful, I'll say. Others, maybe not so much. Like call assist, okay, clearly that can be useful. Like there's things like the interpreter. You can speak back and forth with people in different languages. That's cool. Note assist is going to help people summarize things.
Here's a new take. I think all the devices and the software using this little icon for AI, like little sparkles, is bad. I don't like it. Maybe use a little like CPU icon or maybe a little robot. This is like a
languages. That's cool. Note assist.
He's trying to say like this is nice and cool and fun, whatever.
Transcript
no,
assist.
It's AI.
For
It's
summarized
robot.
voice notes. All these things are pretty standard. We've seen them before. If you use Samsung's browser instead of Chrome for some reason, you can hit that Stars AI button and get all the summarization you'd want of any web page.
It's the Galaxy symbol. It's the stars from the Galaxy. That's why it's Galaxy. It's called Galaxy, man.
You've taken is also not new, but now it's new to Samsung's Gallery app. So if you want to make a photo a wider angle than it actually was when you took it, or maybe just straighten a horizon or something and you need to fill in some corners, it seems to do a surprisingly good job at that. But then there's also Drawing Assist, which can take something you draw or sketch in notes, even if you're an absolute piss-poor artist like myself, and it generates art in any number of different styles from it in Samsung Notes. This looks almost exactly like what Apple's like Image Playground app is doing. The watercolor style, a little more tame, but then there's also this 3D cartoon style.
That's kind of cool.
And if you give it some time, honestly, pretty impressive. I don't know if this is good art, but it's just a lot. You know, that's a lot to do with my finger painting. So anyway, Flip 6 is again along.
Why you skip over the one that was actually nice? I like this one.
It's pretty good.
Painting. So anyway, the Z Flip 6 is again along a lot of the same lines as the Z Fold 6. So again, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, squared up sides, slightly refreshed design. And spec-wise, they've kind of matched a lot of things with the base S24. So it actually has the camera from the base S24, the 50 megapixel main camera.
Let me tell you what is this shit. Let me tell you what is this shit. Phones
S24.
shapes or
so
anything. only work because of your pockets. Okay, the most important part of a phone is your pocket. Is it in your pocket? Is it in your pocket? This is odd in your pocket. It doesn't take less space. Just because it's a square, like, oh, it's less space. No, you don't put anything above the square. So a rectangle is perfectly fine.
As the camera from the base S24.
True, it's
50
because the
megapixel main
pocket is
camera
always a bit
and
longer.
a 12 megapixel
So
ultra wide.
a
The
nice
battery
rectangle,
gets bigger.
long
It goes from
rectangle
3700 up
fits
to
pretty nice.
4000
But a
milliamp
square
hours, which is
or a
promising.
short
Stop
rectangle.
saying
The
what?
screen
Stop
does
saying
also
what?
get to
Stop saying-
2600
It doesn't.
nits.
Stop
It just
saying
fits
what?
deeper
Stop
into your
saying what?
pocket, but it also
Listen.
sticks out.
This is your pants, and this is your pocket lining. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. Okay. This is your phone. Okay, right now. In your pocket.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, it takes a lot of space, whatever, right? If your phone was like this, it's zero difference. This is zero difference between red and blue. Wanna know why? Because you're not gonna go and put something above blue here.
True.
You don't stack your pockets like fucking Jenga, okay? You don't stack your pockets
You
like
never
Jenga!
stack anything with your
Okay,
phone because
that's
it's gonna
first thing.
scratch the
Second
screen,
thing,
dude.
Shut the fuck up.
If you
Be
stack your
quiet
keys
while I'm
with the
talking.
phone,
Your presentation,
you
be quiet, okay? When it's your turn to present, you can fucking speak.
You
but now you
scratch
chill
the
out.
screen.
When you are up on the stage and you present, you can speak. Shush. Okay. So therefore, now back on the topic. Okay. So therefore, the pocket that you put your phone in, what's in that pocket? Your phone. What is there else in your phone? Nothing. Why? Because you scratch your screen. Nobody adds
Yes.
rocks in their pockets. Nobody carries around fucking
Yes.
knives and guns in the same pockets as the one with the phone. You only have your phone. The other pocket
True.
is for all the rest of the dog shit. Okay, that's what it is. Therefore, the verticality, the height of the phone is irrelevant. Okay, so I think that this phone, even though the point is to have less space, more compact, blah blah, it's shit. It has no use. But in a more better mood, the other phone though, the Flip or the Fold, is pretty good because it's pretty long, pretty rectangular, and actually offers more space when it's unbuckled or unopened or unclosed.
Now as well. And there's a wider variety of like widgets for the outside screen. So ideally it just gets a little bit more useful than before. And it also gets a vapor chamber for the first time in a Flip and a new base of 12 gigs of RAM. And there's these new colored metal rings around the cameras so you can kind of visually tell, oh, this is the new one. Like I'm convinced that's the only reason they did these rings. But yeah, we'll have to see if these phones and their folding screens age better than the previous generation. Obviously a slightly better hinge can help, but as far as I can tell, they just look like the same level of crease, the same feel of a hinge, just overall very similar hardware package to the last year. The cherry on top though is these phones are both $100 more than last year. So the Z Flip 6 is going to be $1099 instead of $1,000, and then the Fold is going to be $1899 instead of $1799. So
Bruh.
it's the direction they're trending.
What
But then
the
there's also
fuck?
wearable stuff that they announced, and I think people will be just
Dude,
as
that's
interested,
almost as much
maybe
as
even
my
more
whole
interested in the
PC,
wearables
dude.
than the phone refresh stuff. So there's two new watches
Dude, it's
Two
this
new earbuds
versus this.
and the Ring. So the Galaxy Watch
Man, it doesn't show on the
7
fucking
gets a nice
camera.
little
The
refresh.
Ring!
Nothing too dramatic. It still looks super familiar, and it stays starting at $299 for the 40mm. But then they've dropped in a big one. There is a Galaxy Watch
What
7
the
Ultra
fuck?
That's the garbage.
lineup now. We saw the rumors. I talked about it on the Waveform podcast. This is something that we've been kind of expecting for a bit. And what they've finally come up with is titanium body, sapphire crystal display, same size 1.5-inch circular display as the 44mm, but a much beefier body around it to fit in a 590 milliamp hour battery.
Okay. If every piece of software runs better for the user, if it's square, and you put a square bezel, why not put a square fucking screen?
Battery. It's water resistant to 100 meters. They gave it a new watch face, dual frequency GPS, which is also coming to the Watch 7. And as you can see, they gave it this big orange button called the action button. The quick button. It's called the quick button. which is a custom mappable, yes, activity button that can start any number of different activities or workouts or whatever you want it to do. I mean, look, it's clear that this is targeted at the Apple Watch Ultra. I don't think they're trying to hide that at all. It's literally the same name. But this one is also $650 instead of Apple's $800. So my question is basically just how do they stack up head to head? Battery-wise, it may actually be better. They're saying it can do 100 hours in power saving mode, but also, you know, feature-wise, accuracy-wise, we'll see. Samsung is also doing this new thing where they basically compile all of your health metrics from everything they measure into one score.
Oh, here's the one was right. As best takes it.
With AI.
If you need to think about anything, okay, listen, you don't go to the Bible, you don't go to the fucking internet, you open up my stream, you click in, you say, yo, what do you think about this? I give you the take, that's the best take.
I want to give that a shot as well, but yeah, this is basically just an obvious entry to give you an option at that higher price point like Apple's done with their Ultra Watch, so now it's going to be.
That's why I watched.
Now they also announced the new Galaxy Buds 3 and Buds 3 Pro. And they have obvious equivalents in other ecosystems as well. But there's some new cases and new designs here. Everyone's saying actually aesthetically they look like the first generation AirPods, which they're not wrong, especially at the top. But then these long stems on the Buds Pro actually have these blade lights to indicate different modes or statuses, which is pretty interesting. And then of course they beef up the Pros over the regular Buds with things like ambient mode and soft tips and this new adaptive noise cancellation that goes up or down based on the surroundings, like
hold on, chat. What's going on there? High stakes press con. Guys, we need to watch this, chat. Guys, we have to watch this. Guys, if I don't watch this, chat, I might just flip out though.
Sirens. So the Buds 3 are $179, and the Buds Pro are $249. But last but not least, they finally gave us details on the Ring, that thing that they teased. I don't know how many months ago it was when we first saw it.
The Ring.
And the idea is pretty simple. It's a ring. It's a 24/7 fitness tracker, something that you can wear not just while you're awake, but when you sleep and when you shower and going swimming and all that stuff, something you just always have on you. Now, I've actually never tested a smart ring before, believe it or not. I play a lot of sports with my hands. I've never worn a ring for a long time, but from what I understand, the Oura Ring is basically the standard that everyone is kind of familiar with. So I'm assuming Samsung is going to at least try to match what the Oura Ring does. So we finally get to see this Samsung Ring, and it looks basically exactly like any other smart ring. Pretty minimal on the outside.
Yeah, that's
actually
just
a slightly concave design to avoid
product,
scratching, which I think is pretty clever. And then it comes in 3 different finishes on a titanium frame. There's matte black, or silver, or gold. I'll give you one guess at what my favorite is. It's 7 millimeters wide and 2.6 millimeters thick. The sensors are all on the inside as expected, so heart rate, skin temperature, accelerometer, etc. And it's water resistant to 100 meters as well. So this thing is claiming a roughly 7-day battery life, depending on your size. And once it's dead, you can pop it on this clever little charging case that when you do, it kind of lights up a ring around the ring to show you your charging status, which is kind of cool. And it should give you about 1.5 more times the total life of the ring until you charge it all up again. And then the price will be $399, which is $100 more than the base Oura Ring price, but the difference here is no subscription cost. So the Oura Ring does have a subscription. It's like $6 a month, and that eventually adds up, but this will just be $399 for the watch. It gets all the features, all the Samsung Health stuff, but you also must use a Samsung Galaxy phone and the Samsung Health app. So yeah, I'm happy to see some competition that isn't a subscription. And that's kind of it. That is what Samsung announced today. It's 2 new phones.
All this
it's
health,
2 new earbuds. It's
tech health
2 new
stuff.
watches.
I'm good on
and
that.
the Ring. And that's all hitting
I
shelves
can take care of
relatively
myself, man. I don't need your fucking phone.
All pretty premiumly priced as well.
Stupid
Wow,
fucking
that was
ring.
That was total
and
accent. But
your watch,
yeah,
your scam watch.
Now, before you go, what if I told you
take
this
care
phone
of my health,
is worth
dude. I can take
$1
care of
million?
it myself.
And it's not actually, but
Not
let me
that
explain
much
what
of a
channel
man
sponsor
child.
Dbrand has going on here. So this is their latest drop called Case Hardened. So if you've ever played Counter-Strike.
Yeah, do not buy this. 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 Dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit.
Apparently, you'll already know about the in-game economy for case-hardened skins. In fact, just last month, this AK-47 apparently sold for over $1 million, like actual dollars. Apparently, this blue gem skin is about a 1 in...
They're not gonna cook anybody on Twitter. I don't give a fuck what they say. Okay, that Dbrand can suck my balls. I don't give a fuck They're wrong across the board. They're stupid. They want to be lost to Andy. Sure, whatever, dude. This is fucking dog shit trash. What an insult, everybody, dude. This is like fucking, brother. You're just fucking, what is it? Culture vulture or whatever? That's what that is. It's fucking cringe.
21 million, like ultra rare. Now, real Counter-Strike fans are probably already typing comments about how Dbrand's Case Hardened isn't random and there aren't any actual blue gems.
If you buy a skin and you don't get the one you want, you get the one you didn't want, but you still were okay when you opened it with the possibilities that what you get inside of it. The fact that this, you can buy the blue gem is fucking brain dead. It's why add a gambling component if it's buyable? Like what?
But here's the thing. Just like in the game, Dbrand made thousands of case-hardened patterns, and yes, some of them are random blue gems. It won't be quite 1 in 21 million, but they look awesome. Both designs have a sort of a metallic sheen. The way the light plays off them kind of makes it fun to stare at the back of your phone instead of the front. Maybe that's healthy. But I'll leave a link down below in the description in case you want to check it out and spice up your device. Because, yeah, Samsung does not exactly go hard with the colors usually. Yeah, either way, that's been it. Let me know what you think of these new devices.
Dude, just a nice
which ones you
black
want to see reviews of first.
Gray
Thanks for watching.
It always works.
Catch you guys in the next one.
I don't care. It's trash.
Yeah, just go for a nice, clean, simple phone and it always works, man.